Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to IndyILR Racing. We have already passed the halfway mark of the season. We are at round number 6, and we are going to the home of British Motorsport. It is Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, the first event in the Formula 1 Championship back in 1950. And boy, it's been there since this day, and it may be the last one this year. Before there isn't one ever, but we'll have to find out anyway if there is ever a British Grand Prix, because otherwise I'll miss it. So this will be the second to last we may see it in the games, which will be sad. But anyway, I am Jess, your commentator for this evening, as per usual. We've got 18 drivers, and it is a dry qualifying, so we could expect to see some really good laps from these guys today. And for the first time, we probably won't see it much today. The blue hards is on offer, and I love them, absolutely love them. So I will keep an eye on to see if anyone goes on those in the race. Well, it does depend on the weather, but there we go. So most of the drivers are here. We're just missing 2. And the whole time we could expect to see around the 126s, 127s. We could see someone going to the 125s, but they will be mega fast. So probably 126s, 127s is what they're looking for. And it is a dry race apparently, according to the drivers. So no rain expected, which is pretty much a surprise. It was like the real life Grand Prix last year, where it was sunny for the qualifying and the race. So no turbulations in terms of the weather front. So it looks like to be a one-stop strategy for the drivers. Everyone is out on their outlap. I'm just going to follow someone who actually did really well last week, Chapalili. He's looking to gain the championship lead today. He's got Verstappen nipping at his heels as well. So those two are definitely going to be the championship contenders, as he's going towards Cox Corner now, as he really stays in 7th gear quite nicely. He doesn't go to full ERS deployment yet. He just wants to manage his ERS and possibly get a few laps in. I don't see anyone on the mediums as their best times at the moment, apart from, I think, Paul McGuinness is on the mediums, as Chapalili goes towards the Hannah Straight, going through Stowe now. Very tight exit, and then you're going to go to the right-hand side and go through and go towards Club, just past Vale. Our first time on the board set by Larkin. What is Chapalili going to do on the softs? A 126.5. That is a very good lap time from Chapalili already. 126.5. We could see someone goes to 126.0. We never know. But Ritson has just beaten his teammates. Well, it's beaten everyone so far. Paul McGuinness is in 3rd. I'm just going to see who else could be on that. Oh, we do have someone on the hards. Lovely. Someone is on the hards, and I didn't follow him. Great. Oh my god, why? But yeah, I don't know why I didn't follow on that, but hey ho. It is nice that we've got someone. It is someone that you would expect to go on the hards. So to be honest, looking at the tyre choices, I'm not really that surprised, but it's good. It looks colourful and looks pretty. So yeah. And we've got Aldo on the lap as well. He's currently P9. What can he say? He goes up to P4 at the moment. And I'm just going to see who else. Ben Gallagher, our pole sitter last week. He's still in the pits. Partridge, 99 in the other Toro Rosso. He's out on one as well. Aero Specialist is back. We got yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, but that is probably to try and slow down. Now, some people usually wonder if they were to start on the softs or mediums first and what difference it makes. To be honest, not much different. The softs do have the most grip, but they only last a few laps less than the mediums. Whereas the mediums can last a bit longer, and you can go on the softs and really push at the end, especially if you want those last lap battles. So, to be honest, it's up to drivers' personal preference. There's going to be no changing weather, so it is up to the drivers to manage their tyre wears. RZDV has retired from the session. And I'm just going to see We've got Larking on the mediums. He's running out of fuel though. How about Rich? I don't think he's going on a lap. Carmeds, he might be on one. Yes, he's on one, I think. Now, if anyone watched ILR7 race earlier, it was very crazy. Some good battling all around, but not for me anyway. My race was horrible today. Don't want to go too into it today, really. I'm just, you know, probably one of my worst races, but I don't want to down the mood or anything, as Carmez is just past Luffield and it's going to go through Pops now. A little bit of weave in there as he gets momentum now. He's in 8th gear going through this corner and about to go through Maggots, and then Beckett, and then all the way to Chapel and go through the straight. Oh, that was a little bit off the curb there, but luckily he saved that a little bit there. Go through the Hannah straight now. Braking just a little bit going through Stowe. He's actually doing not too bad at the moment, but we'll just have to wait and see. Going through Val now, and he goes to the pits. Typical. Someone who I follow goes into the pits. Yeah, so quite a few people want to get in their laps sooner, which is fair enough, but they're not, again, they're not as restricted by the weather. Now, here comes someone who is on the hard tyres, and I just want to see it with my own eyes, because you're not gonna really see the hards unless people retire in lap 1. So here is a lovely. Oh no, it's not the hards, it's the softs. Oh, you put me off. I put it on best. I'm what an idiot. I put it on best. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I should have put it on fitted, but yeah. Another bottle for me, ladies and gentlemen, and shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I don't think he could be on the lap at the moment, though. I think he's yeah, he's not on the lap, I don't think, at the moment. We'll see where else everyone is. The fastest lap time is still set by Ritson. Chapolini in second. Berto has done well as well. He is 5th. Now, looking at the gaps, if I look at the gaps quickly, the top 5 separated by a second. So watch out in particular for the top 5, just to see how they do. And I think Berto's going to the pits. No, I think he's going for the lap. Or he might be slowing down, I don't know. But nope, he's not going for the lap. He was getting the DRS open, but he was just, I think, warming up a little bit. Ben Gallagher up into 3rd. So not a bad lap time from that. Owen White goes to 5th. So we're already seeing changes of lap times by the minute. The only people not to that lap time is Joe and Aero. Now Joe is going past the Hannah straight, and he's looking quite quick at the moment. So we could see him possibly in the top 5 as he goes past Stowe now. And he's jinxed me again. He got his lap time invalidated. Quite a few have got their lap times invalidated. Cam K hasn't set a representative lap time because I don't know why, but he hasn't set a representative lap time, so he'll have to go out again. Paul McGuinness is out on a lap right now as he goes through the Hannah straight. Hopefully he won't do the same as his teammate and go into the pits and jinx me again. So but that probably will not happen as he goes through past Vale, going into Club. As he goes around the final corner, what is he going to improve on his 1:27.6? He does. He improves by 1.1 seconds, and that pushes up into 3rd. So looking at the leader, he 98 thousandths behind the leader. That is insane. So literally any of the top lot can get pole. So let us know in the chat who you think is going to get pole position. Just let us know, because we're in for a thrilling race. It's pretty much everyone's home Grand Prix apart from a few. So they really want to do their best here and put a result for the home crowd and give the results as most as possible. Lewis Hamilton will break the record of most wins won at a home Grand Prix. I think Ayrton Senna and Lewis Hamilton share the record at the moment, so that'll be pretty amazing. I wonder if anyone holds the record in ILR for doing that. We'll have to find out anyway. So I'm just trying to see who else could be on the lap. Partridge is on one. He's going to get a bit of slipstream from the McLaren as well. So he's going to find some more time, hopefully, to get a few more laps in. That was a little bit, he lost a little bit of the back end there. Probably not the best, but he's probably going to gain more time in sector 3. Sector 3 is where we see a lot of people gain time, but we've seen quite a few people lose time as well here. So just watch out for guys that could improve towards the end of the session. As Partridge, he needs to find a few more attempts if he wants to beat Chapelini's time. But the top 5 will still be good, as Larkin has beaten Chapelini's time by quite a bit actually, a 1:26.3. And Partridge goes in 5th place right now, so Partridge looking good as well. The slowest time, proper time, is 1:29.3, so everybody's in the 1:26 or 7s, as I predicted, most people. So, and Senna's down in 13th at the moment. He had a good result in Bahrain, and he's hoping for a good result here. He's slowing down a little bit. I think he's going into the pit, so he's going to go for one on board lap. Just looking at the tyres fitting now, everyone is choosing to go on the soft tyres, so possibly a majority of people would want to go on the soft to medium strategy today. As Cam K, Senna's teammate, has retired as well. He's probably not happy with his laps, so he'll be starting near the back. And Cam K is disconnected. I don't know what happened there. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, ballast, I think, is key here as well, which I learned when I was racing earlier on. Don't run high ballast in the wet. That's probably my biggest mistake. But it's not going to rain here, so I'm not going to do that. So Jay Carty's out on one as well. I think Nope is running out of fuel. So they're all about to go in and get the last thing, go into the pits, and make sure they can improve in order to get the best possible position for the race. As it's best to qualify on the inside line, as Jay Carty has gone off, I think, at Cops. So let's just follow someone who is not on an out lap or an in lap or something like that. Ben Gallagher might. Now, Ben Gallagher got poled by a massive margin last week, which I think we were all in shock, to be honest. And I've noticed a few drivers are struggling to have grip in the middle sector, which is quite normal, because that was what I was struggling earlier on as well. That was a little bit of an off. That might have been an invalidated lap time. Senna has decided to call it a day, as Ben comes across the line, 1:26.7. That puts him in 7th at the moment. There's a few people going on their out laps now. We've got Chapelini, Ritson, Paul McGuinness, Carmeds, Roberto, he's on one as well. I'm going to see who's furthest in, so I could follow them on a proper hot lap as well. And I'll keep an eye on who's going to be the last as well. So let's follow Ritson in the Mercedes. He got one win in Bahrain, and he's looking for another one. Now, most races have resulted in no people on pole winning, so this could change tonight. You never know, as Ritson is about to start his lap, going towards turn 1, and then going on the sweeping out of turn 2 and 3. He's going to get a little bit of a tow from the Williams behind as well. Going all the way to the right-hand side to make sure that you get the best possible run into the long DRS straight of the end of Sector 1. That's the Wellington Straight. Going through past Luffields. Looks like he's doing alright so far. He's keeping it very, very clean. Someone moved out the way for him, because otherwise that would have been an absolute disaster. Lorenzo has decided that he is not going to set a lap in at the moment. Richardson's going through Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, go away to 7th gear, down to 5th, and then get the power in as you go through the Hannah Straight, going to 6th, 7th, all the way up into 8th gear now as he approaches Stowe. And then he said she there. I thought he was going to get a massive telling off for that. But there you go. As Ritson is going past Vale, going towards Club. What lap time is he going to set? Is he going to beat Larkin's time of a 1:26.3? Whoa, that was close. That was really close. A 1:26.353. Now, that's not enough to get pole, but he has time for one more lap. I'm going to see how far everyone else is on the lap. Paul McGuinness is going to pass the Club now and go towards the start-finish straight. He's not going to have time, I think, to get one final lap in. A 1:26.3 for Paul. That is really good for him. But the track does start to evolve as the later you get into a session. So maybe we could see the likes of Shapalili, Larkin. Maybe they could improve. Larkin's on one now just to see if Ritz. Oh, Shapalili's going to the pits. He's no longer improving. What about the rest of the field? Rich. He's going past Stowe. I just want to see if he can challenge the top guys. He did get pole already this season. Can he get another one? We'll have to wait and see. 1:26.57. What about the guys in front of him? We got Ritson, Larkin. We got a train of cars. We've got one person going into the pits. I think that was a Red Bull, I did say. I can't remember. And Owen can improve. He's on the 1:26.6. Larkin, can he improve? He could be the only one. Nope. Aldo, he's the only one that can spoil Paul's party as he comes across the line. He's got to find a few tenths somewhere. Can he get snatched part the last second? No. But he improves and it pushes him up into 10th place. So for the first time this season, Paul McGuinness is your pole sitter for ILR5. I think this is our 5th pole sitter out of 6 races, so that is pretty good. So Shapalili apparently said he lost a few tenths the last sector. So there you go, it just goes to show how close it is here at ILR5 this evening. Let's just get the results for you right now. As our Scotsman is on pole, 5 thousandths. Whoa, that's close between Paul and Larkin. So Larkin did improve by not much though. And then we got Ritson, Shapalili, Jay Carty, Partridge, Rich, Owen, Ben Gallagher and Conquest separated by 7 tenths. Then we got Carmeds, that's all separated by just under a second. And we got Huberto, Aero, Joe, Senna, Lorenzo. And then Kay did not serve represented last time, and RZDV did not either. I do believe RZDV might have got a quali ban, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But again, we will have to wait and see. Now, could we see, for the first time in the season, can we see the person that starts on pole take the victory. And as you can see, it is a sunny day in Silverstone. A lot of people might pit at lap 14 if they want to go into the mediums. That will last till the end of the race. If most people want to go onto the soft tyres. Now people have got to approach turn 1 very carefully and brake just a little bit earlier, because that's where we can see a lot of incidents. So that is crazy. So, and this is the most times I've seen, the closest times I've seen in ILR5 for a while. So good job, guys. Good job. And that one says massive McG train needed. Well, we are going to get a McG train in the formation lap. So you got your wish, mate. So, and my phone almost just went vibrated. Don't really want that, but there we go. So the formation lap is about to begin. And we are about to get the tyres up. Let's see. So the top 10 will be starting on the softs. But we've got CarMeds. Oh, we got Owen and Conquest being disqualified from the session. Oh, already, eh? Anyway, we've got CarMeds, Roberto, Joe, and Lorenzo on the mediums. Everybody else is on the soft compound tyre. No one is on the hards unless they have a horrible first lap. Cam, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to race because he's probably having some more issues, which is a shame. So, hopefully, he can come back ready for the next race in Germany next week. As my nose is starting to get very stuffy, which is quite weird. But anyway, since everyone's running a dry setup, it's more crucial that they get the start of Sector 2 right, the Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel, because that is where we could start to see a few people start to lose it. So if they're not careful enough, they got to put less throttle on it. You can go to track mostly full throttle apart from those tight corners there. So Larkin has started on the front row as well. So will Larkin get a good start? Ritson and Chapalili on the second row. Chapalili wants to close the gap to Verstappen as possible because Verstappen can't make it this week due to personal reasons. So they'll give a chance for Chapalili to close up to him. We've got 5 more rounds to go. So to be honest, pretty much anything could happen, as we've got the last guys about to fill in their grid slots with Lorenzo and then RZDV as well, but I think those two have disconnected, so I don't think they're going to get a start anyway. So I hope you're all hyped as I am. The lights are about to go on for this British Grand Prix. I nearly said Brazilian and that would have been an idiot. But anyway, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It looks like Paul got the better start from Larkin, but Chapalili got the edge of Ritson. Chapalili all the way up into 3rd place already. But Jay Carty almost got held up by Partridge down in the Toro Rosso, but looks like most of them made it clean into turn 1. But a few positions dropped already. Joe drops down into 11. Ben Gallagher's dropped it. Owen has gained a position, and he's gained another one. He goes past the Haas. So at the moment it's Paul McGuinness 1, Larkin 2, Chapalili 3rd, Ritson 4th, Jay Carty 5th, Partridge 6th, Rich 7th. Ben Gallagher and Owen are switching positions like a maniac at the moment. Looks like they're going to challenge soon as well, which is going to be insane. They can go side by side into Cops. Wow, that's going to be close. Hopefully they get close off the circuit, and he's just lost position. So Ben has gained 1 and Owen's lost 1. And that's the other Ferrari down in 10th place. Paul's managed already to pull the gap between Chapalili already. We got a yellow flag. I think that is Joe. Joe's slowing down a bit, I think. No, that's fine. Now, I'm not going to jinx anything more. I was going to say something in the stream, but I'm not going to say it. But Ritson is not that far behind Shapalili, but look at Jay Carty, as Jay Carty is going to take the right-hand side of Ritson there. Doesn't quite make it on this occasion. He could try it here, but it could be very, very tricky. The last few rounds, I keep forgetting to do the Supercharge Award, which I'm an idiot for. So I will try and remember this round to do it and see who has gained the most positions. Who do you think will gain the most positions in the first lap? Just let us know in the chat. We've got Corey that wants Whitson to win. Matt wants a Paul win. Well, you never know, as Owen is making his way back up the field again. He is side by side with Carmed going past, I think it's Cops. Looks like it's Cops. Yes, it is Cops. As he's now going to chase back to Ben again. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's go right on board with Partridge as he tries to get past Jay Carty. We also got Huberto Mancini on Carmed as well. So I will keep my close eye on that pretty soon as well. We got a 4-car train for third and second place. Well, pretty much got a 5-car trainer, to be honest with you. Paul's already managing to pull away by quite a margin, 1.8 seconds. Now down to 1.6. As Roberto, really good move from him. As Carmed is trying to defend off Roberto. Does he do it? It's going to be tight. He's got to make the move stick soon because he's got Aldo right behind him as well, who's looking for any of the top two to make a mistake. As Aldo's lost it a little bit there, he's dropped it down. He's got Larkin's dropped it quite a few. What's happened to Larkin that I missed? He probably must have got involved in something earlier on that's losing him a little bit of pace. So he's lost position to Aldo as well. That's going through Chapel. No, actually, no, it's not going through Chapel. It's going through Luffield. And now approaching Cops. As the Sauber behind is looking quite hungry at the moment as Larkin's going a bit wide a little bit. But Partridge again is almost 2 seconds behind Jay Carty going through Stowe. Now DRS is enabled at this stage, so people are going to find more time. Shapalili is now within a DRS range of Paul now, so he might get the jump soon, you never know. At the moment, we've had 5 winners we had 4 winners out of 5 so far. Because Verstappen has won twice. Or was it Shapalili? I can't remember. I think it was Shapalili. But Partridge is right on the back right now as he's going for the first DRS straight of Sector 1. He is looking for the possible move. Jay Carty is not going to get a DRS from the car behind. Jay Carty shuts the door quite nicely there. So Partridge is going to wait. Jay Carty saying, "Oh, but I'm not having that position that easy, mate." And that is good defence work right there. But look at the gap between Paul and Shapalili. 3 seconds. Oh, as Partridge has lost it in going through Cops. So let's jump to this battle for the lead. Shapalili is getting quite a bit of time in the DRS straight, so Paul is not going to get DRS, so Shapalili is going to benefit. Ritson is almost in DRS range. Paul covers, nice cover work from Paul there, going through So. He's not making it easy for Shapalili, I can tell you that. So good racing from the pair of them as he goes through to start lap 5. Ritson just going to find the right time. He can stay where he is at the moment, and possibly when Shapalili tries to make a move, he can possibly try and make a move as well. As Partridge, I think, gets 3 second time penalty. Didn't see what happened, but I won't be surprised if he has cut the final corner. we'll just watch what's happening in the midfield as well. Let's see who has gained the most positions so far. As Chapalili almost had another look there, going through this really tight set of chicanes. He could have another look again going through the straight. So far, Roberto in the Ferrari has gained the most positions. He is up 3. But this could be another one for Chapalili if he gets his move done on Paul McGuinness. We'll have to wait and see. And he's going through the hanger straight now. Ritson is going to have DRS as well. Chapalili and Paul side by side going through the hanger straight. Who's going to make the move stick? Chapalili gets it done. What a move from Chapalili. He is in the lead of this race. But now Paul is in challenge with Ritson going through Vale now. So he's going to be on attack. But now Chapalili is not going to have DRS now. Paul is. Ritson is also going to have DRS. This is going to make things even interesting with these guys. So these two have really got to catch up and get the pace going, which they are. Larkin and Aero Specialist in the pits. RZDV is now out of the session. And we got a virtual safety car. So they've been asked to slow down now. I would say, is it too early to pit? I think it is, because if they pit now, it's probably going to cost a little bit of time. As Owen got a drive-through for speeding under virtual. So, common mistake to happen. So, these guys need to watch out, because otherwise they're going to get more penalties, and they don't want that. Well, I got a penalty for speeding earlier on, but hey-ho. So, at least I'm not the only one guilty of it earlier on. So we don't know how long this virtual safety car is going to go on for, as Owen has retired. What has happened with him? Let's just follow Speed Senna to see if I could... Actually, no, let's follow Larkin, actually. If I could just see if I can catch where... It's probably... I won't be surprised if it's through cops. I'm probably not going to see it, to be honest. No, I didn't see it. The car was gone. So that's his race over. Let me just get the tyres back up. As the ones Aero Specialist going on the hards because of the incident he had earlier. So the hards is going to go until the end of the race. Paul and Chapalili still matching on pace right now. Lorenzo gaining a 3-second time penalty. It could come to a stage actually where penalties could decide this race if people are not careful. But so far the front lot are keeping it clean at the moment, which is good, because then we can have an even battle for the finish. Lorenzo's still right on the back of Carmed as he's going to take the left-hand side and get DRS. And he does it quite well. Lorenzo in 11th. Carmed's almost getting the switchback. Oh, he almost did it there. He could have another chance soon. Lorenzo weaving a little bit so he can get a bit of a grip on his tyres. The pit window is going to be in about 7 or 6 laps time for these drivers to pit onto a set of mediums. And then lap 16 to 18 for a set of the softs if they started on the mediums. Now any intriguing battles happening with the front runners. We've got Britson all catching to Paul again on those soft tyres. He's fighting every minute at the moment, to be honest. Oh, Carmed's getting a stop go for speeding. Now, what caught me earlier, which is why I got that stop go, was the pit entry is so early that you can't really take that long to gain the delta to slow down. So you really have to slow down earlier as soon as you get in, because otherwise it's definitely going to cost you. And I think that's what some of the drivers have missed recently. And fastest lap so far is set by Chapelili with a 1:30.1, but as the track evolves, when they start to put on those medium tyres, we will see the laps start to improve quite dramatically with race pace. Ritson looks like he's going to have another look going through Stowe. Not quite. Not quite. But possibly in a start-finish straight, he could possibly do it. Ritson on my screen is one... Oh, no, I need to get interval up. That's confused me. That confused me because I got leader instead of interval. But there we go, as Ritson gets DRS, but not quite enough to do it on this occasion. Paul is out of DRS range of Chapelili, so if he's going to try and defend, off Ritson, then he's going to find life a little bit tricky, but it is not over. This is where the tyres are starting to die for some of these drivers. Oh, a little bit of a twitch from Ritson. But he is a man on a mission. He wants to get a podium and he potentially wants to challenge for the race victory. It is doable. He's going to have another look again here. But again, not making a move in Cops because, to be honest, it is brave for people to do a move at Cops. And the ones who do the move at Cops do it well, but we have seen some people don't do it well. As Paul defends off Ritson, but Ritson has the rear pace. Oh, look at this! Going through Stowe. They're side by side. Paul trying to get the switch back from Ritson. Go away, camera. I don't want you. I want the side by side camera. Looks like Paul is in the pits. He's going on to set mediums, I think, till the end. So is Partridge as well. And we have got Rich staying out as well. So where is Paul McGuinness? What tyres is he going on to? Yes, mediums. Now, the mediums are going to get hard towards the end of the race. But he could have the edge here, so we will watch Chapelili soon as well to see. The pit window is lap 7 to 9, or between laps 8 to 10. So I've got the pit strategy completely wrong here, but hey ho. So I will get the gap to leader to see where he is. So Chapelili is going to come up comfortably in front of Paul. I'm not sure how big the pit stop window is here. Probably about 24 seconds. So we will have to find out once Chapelili and Ritson pits now. Ritson is 2.1 seconds behind Chapelili, so Chapelili I feel like is finding more grip at the moment. Jay Carter's about 1.2 seconds behind. As Ritson is in the pits, Chapelili stays out. Now, here comes the big question. Where will Ritson come in comparison to his rivals? So we'll have to wait and see. We've got Jay Carter coming in as well. So Ritson is going on to a set of mediums. Let's follow Paul. I think he's going to go ahead of Paul, I think, Ritson. We'll see. A little bit of a slide from him. We'll see where Ritson is now. Ritson's going through turn 1. No, he's not. I was following speed center for a minute there. It's going to be tight. Oh, he comes out just in front of him. Just in front of him. Paul's ever so closer though. He's going to... Oh, that's a bit of a touch. That was very close. That could have been a huge accident, but luckily that wasn't a huge accident. But anyway, Paul gets sick for now. but Chapalili is going to come out in the lead, which will be a good strategy for him. I think at this rate, he's going to have a dominant place in this Grand Prix so far. We're probably not going to follow him as much this race now, for the rest of this race, because he's right on top. So, yeah, that is what we're not going to do. So, right now then, we've got Partridge and Jay Carty run side by side, going for the hanger straight. Jay Carty loses, Partridge gets the move done there quite nicely. Jay Partridge up into P8. Chapalili and Senna going to the pits now. They're the last of the medium runners to go into the pit lane. Speed Senna drops it down. I was thinking it's going to be dropping down to about 10th or 11th, I think. What about Chapalili comfortably in front? Not by much though. 1.2 seconds. So this is going to be very intense. They haven't lost much time in the pit stop actually. They probably kept roughly about the same time. So this is going to be an even fight to the finish. To be honest, if I had my money on who I think is going to win this race based on who can have better tyre grip, I think it'll be Chapalili. He managed to control his tyre for the pit stop, and that forced his rivals to pit earlier. And it didn't look like he was struggling a few laps before he went to the pits anyway, so I think he'll be alright. We'll have to wait and see anyway, as Paul is already on the back of him again. Paul's going to have benefit of DRS. Ritson right behind him as well. Going through Stowe. Chapalili almost holds it on, but what a swooping move from Paul. He takes the lead of this race. Don't forget, remember, Chapalili is on colder tyres, so maybe Chapalili's tyres haven't warmed up yet. Ritson is faster than anyone else on the circuit right now. Ritson is pushing like a maniac. If we can see Ritson go past these two, I won't be surprised one bit. But look at Partridge. Partridge and Jay Carty are joining in the party as well. So we're already seeing pretty much a 5-car train. Roberto, Joe and Lorenzo still yet to pit. They've been on the medium tyres at the start of this race. Chapalili almost looking for a move around Paul. Not quite. Not quite. He could try again, but thinks better of it and backs out. He's looking for very good moves and knows when to make moves and knows when to back out of it, which I don't know how to do. I think Joe's tyres are starting to die because Joe has got himself a 3-second time penalty. I haven't kept in track of what the time penalties are for any of the guys, so I will check in a minute. Chapalili's going to have another look around the inside of Paul. Paul defends it nicely. Chapalili almost getting it on Vale. Luckily the camera was in the right position there. Chapalili's going to have benefit of DRS. Is he going to get the move done? Looks like he is. No, he doesn't. Paul again defends quite nicely. If Chapalili wants to get the move done, he's got to get it done now because he's got Ritson on his tail. And if any of these guys do not make it, Ritson can overtake the both of them. So Ritson could be the dark horse here as side by side, almost a bit touching from Paul and Chapalili. Not quite though. This is incredibly close racing between Paul and Chapalili. This is intense. Just watch out for these guys going through cops, I can tell you that. Paul went a little bit in the gravel there. That's going to give Chapalili more time to play with. Going through Maggots, Beckett, and Chapel. How is Chapalili's DRS doing? Oh, Paul and Chapalili got penalties. Ritson doesn't. So So Ritson is in the net lead technically. Ritson is going to have, probably go down the middle. Side by side. Goes Paul and Shapalili. I think Shapalili's going to have it this time. Yes, he does. He has the lead on track. There we go. The centre is getting a penalty as well. We're starting to see more penalties come thick and fast here in this race so far, as Jay Carty is looking for a move on Partridge into turn 1. So a 5-way car battle for the win. This is crazy right now. Who's going to come out on top, you wonder? Can we see a different winner? I don't think we will. I think we will probably see either Ritson or Shapalili take this win, I think. They just... Ritson at the moment, though, because he doesn't have any penalties. So... Paul and Shapalili, they got to focus on pulling away from the rest of the field, because otherwise... They're going to lose quite a few positions, because a lot of people have dropped it. So, yeah. Shapalili is 1.7 seconds behind Lorenzo, but these three are still yet to pit. Larkin getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Now my voice is starting to die, I don't know why. But hey ho. Ritson's finding DRS from somewhere to Paul McGuinness right now, but not quite at the moment. We've seen some great battles on the circuit so far. What has been your favourite battle? Just let us know in the chat. We've got Lorenzo going into the pit. Shapalili, the fastest man on circuit right now, is already pulling away from Paul. Quite a jump. Meanwhile, Rich in the Force India, or the Haas, I can't remember, is about 1 point something seconds behind Larkin. Now it's 5/10. Why did I think it was 1 second? I don't know. But anyway, Ritson's going to have another chance now. No, not quite. Specialist score penalty as well. Any of the top guys really can't afford to make any mistakes, because otherwise Ritson is going to nip at their heels. We've got 10 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Shapalili's going to take the lead now of this race. I think Roberto, nope, Roberto's staying out. Who was it that pitted? It was Joe. So he's going to go on to a set of the soft tyres until the end of this race. That is going to be a bit of a gamble, because the softs, I don't know. The softs do last 10 laps though, but they do start to wear out quite quickly, so you never know. And the mediums are definitely the best tyre to be on right now, as Rich already on the back of Ben Gallagher. There's so many battles happening right now. It's absolutely crazy. It's Joe. Wait, I thought Joe was in the pit ages ago. That is weird. I must be seeing double. I must be seeing a double Joe or something. But hey ho. As Joe is, it was Lorenzo that was going on the softs. My bad. Ritson is closing up this time. He's just looking for that moment to pounce. He just can't quite do it yet. It's going to be ever so tight going through cops, because that is where people lose it at times. Paul's on 35 ERS, but Ritson had more ERS to play with percentage-wise, so he's been harvesting a lot of energy. Ben Gallagher gets penalty as well. Ritson over the back of Paul McGuinness going through, so Partridge could join the party as well. Ritson gets behind Paul up into third. Well, second now, because Huberto's in the pits. Now I wonder what Huberto's going to do. He's going onto the sauce, but how is he going to help in any way. Probably not. I think he'll be a little bit too further back to do that. We've seen in some races where a few people do surprise us. And I think tonight's the night, you know? As Partridge is doing all he can to go past Paul. As he has another look. Doesn't quite want to do it yet. A little bit of a slide from Partridge as he goes through the straight here. 4 tenths behind Paul. Ritson 7 tenths behind. No, Paul is 7 tenths behind Ritson. So I think at the moment Partridge is going to have the upper edge. But once he gets to the DRS straight, both Paul and Partridge will have DRS. So to be honest, it will pretty much done that. I'm speaking weird things today. Anyway, we are just seeing what happens on lap 19 out of 26. It's Chapalili that still leads by 1.6 seconds. Then it's Ritson. Then it's Paul McGuinness. At the moment, due to penalties, Ritson will take the win. We also got Rich and Larkin and Ben Gallagher having a battle for 6th place. Larkin tries to have another look on Ben Gallagher, but doesn't make the move on this occasion, as looks like from Larkin's car, Larkin has had a little bit of a dirt actually. Ben Gallagher takes the left-hand side and he gets a better line by looks of things. Yes, he does. But Larkin was looking to get the switchback and he does it with ease. Larkin stays in 6th for now, but look at Ben Gallagher. He's chasing again. But Ben almost being forced off. Oh no! So Larkin had to go a little bit into the escape road, just like we saw Romain Grosjean earlier on. As Larkin is going to hold off on the left-hand side, he does that really well. It's important, I think, if you know your drivers well, if you know who you're racing up against, you're probably most likely going to know what they're going to do. So you're going to probably predict their line and try and cover them up. So, just watch out as Larkin again. He is doing all he can to try and keep Rich behind him. We're watching for the battle for the win emerge as well. So watch out, ladies and gentlemen. We could see a change in podium soon as well. Maybe sooner than you think. So far we've had 4 retirements. So far we've had Camke, RZDB, we had Owen, and we have had Carmeds. So, again, we are just watching, see when or if they're going to make this move stick. Not quite though, so let's jump back to the battle for the lead again. Chapalili's already trying to find the 3 seconds. He almost found it there. He's got to, if he wants to, hold on to that 2nd place. To that 1st place. So if he sees these guys battling and then they keep battling, then it's probably going to be easier, because then he can pull that gap and then he doesn't have to worry about that penalty. I think that's all Chapalili has got to focus on right now. is try and keep these guys behind. Because I know Ritson is hungry for that win, which looks like he's going to get, as Aero Specialist is now out of this race. So he has lost it. So that is going to leave all to Chapalili to score points for America. For the McLaren team. Why does I think America? I don't know why. Probably because I think Aero. I don't know. My brain is not working today. But hey ho. I've got one assignment left for my apprenticeship, which I've got to finish by the end of May. So, well, for my HNC part. So, it's been quite stressful today, but I got through it as Joe's got another time penalty. Let's look at time penalties whilst the race is a bit quiet. So Chapalili, I do believe, on one, but he hasn't got any warning since. Good boy. Ritson, he's got one warning. I know Paul's got one penalty. Partridge has got one penalty as well. So, and Jay Carty, he's on his last warning before he gets another penalty. So, and Partridge just got another one, so that's up to 6 seconds. So, Jay Carty could get in fourth here, or even third. You never know with the closing stage of the race what's going to happen. As my nose is about to die. Sorry. But anyway. And I really do hope we see a last lap battle emerging. As let's just jump back to Rich and Ben Gallagher as they go through Maggots, Beckett and Chapel. I think I've always keep calling Maggots wrong, as I keep thinking it is a pile of maggots, but it is not. You know, I always come up with weird names for corners. It's ridiculous. But right now, Rich is doing all he can to try and bend off Ben, to try and overtake Ben, look for a mistake. Larkin is got past Ben, but now Ben's going to try and see if he can go past Larkin again. They've been fighting for quite a few laps now, but some very good fighting, but some very weird cameras that won't let me see what is going on. As they're going to take an interesting line as they're all riding on board the now is Ben Gallagher train as we've got 3 laps to go of this Grand Prix. I would just like to say a big congratulations because recently ILR has reached 2,000 followers on Twitter. Whoop, whoop. So, well done to all the guys who have made it happen. The commentators, drivers, admins, all the staff who put in 100% effort every week to put these races on. It's amazing that we've got it about a week or 2 weeks after our 2-year anniversary for ILR. So, and it's such a great league to be a part of. As Ben Gallagher's almost looking for another move. I do see a bit of debris. Oh, that was close again. Hopefully there's no damage to any of the guys' cars. I don't think there is. I think they're fine. It's all interesting. Ben Gallagher has got a 5-second stop go for gaining a position. So that must have been an illegal overtake maybe. I think that might be, you know. He might be questioning that a little bit as Beto is gone past Ben Gallagher and Larkin as well. So Roberto stays 7th and Richard up to 6th. So at the moment we're going to see double points for the Ferraris and possibly the 2 Williams. Actually no, not the 2 Williams. Maybe we got the Mercedes anyway. We are starting to see a little bit of dirty air come through towards the end of this Grand Prix. We've got Aldo in P number 10 now, looking for an opportunity to pounce. It is a battle, even though at the moment Conquest, it does have a point. Any point counts here, and the more points you gain, the better. Is that Aldo is definitely gaining on his opportunity on these guys in front, making a big mistake. He gets the move done on Ben Gallagher, but is he going to get the move done on Larkin? He's going to get a DRS straight. Maybe not. But he's a little bit closer on this occasion. Yes, I think he is a little bit closer, to be honest. Are we slowing down ever so slightly? On lap 25 and 26 now, the leaders are about to approach the final lap. Shapalili, he was just in that 3-second window to Ritson. He's just got to keep it there till the end. It's going to be a close one. But let's watch Larkin and Conquest. Oh, that was almost a bit of contact. I think Larkin was made through there. So good job to Larkin. What about Partridge on Paul? He's getting close as well. So watch out for him. He's got one more lap to do it. I think at the moment Shapalili's done enough to cut the deficit, which is just what he needs. So I'm not going to watch Shapalili yet because we still got a battle to watch for the last podium position. But Partridge just have 6 seconds of penalties. Paul only has 1. So it looks like Paul McGuinness is going to get a podium. Last season, he got his first point here in Britain. He's going to get his second podium soon. But right now, let's go on board with Shapalili. He can't afford to lose any more time going towards the last few corners, because otherwise it's game over for the win. He comes across the line. He wins on track. I think he's going to do it. Yes, he does by 0.2 per second. Paul McGuinness comes across the line in 3rd. Ritson in 2nd. Jay Carty in 5th. Roberto and Richard. Oh, they're having a battle, last lap battle. Going past Club now. Who is going to do it this time? Roberto, I think, is going to have the edge. Yes, he does on those soft tyres. How about Larkin and Conquest? Who's going to win that battle? Looks like it's Larkin. And looks like Ben Gallagher. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say Ben Gallagher might get the last point, but it might be in jeopardy. No, it's not. Ben Gallagher still gets that final point. And then Speed sent across the line. He's just missed down points. And then Joe goes for his turn now to finish off his lap. But what a good race for Shapalili. He had that penalty, but that didn't faze him. And that is going to help him. He's going to lead the Drivers' Championship, which is what he needs right now. And he must be very happy with that. So here we go. Our race winner, Shapalili, and McLaren on the top step once again. The champagnes are flying. We did not see a British person take the win today. Germans have stole the party, just like the real life race last year. Very well deserved. So here we go then. Here is your race results with Chapelili first, Ritson second and Paul third, Partridge fourth, Jay Carty fifth, Roberto the Welshman in sixth, Rich in seventh. Quite a few people have got penalties though. Got Larkin in eighth, Conquest in ninth, Ben Gallagher in 10th place, Lorenzo in 11th. And then we've got Senna, Joe, and then our non-finishers, Aero, Carmes, Owen, and RZ, DV, and Cam K, who was disconnected. That was a good race, to be honest. I quite enjoyed that. But I think driver of the day got to be Chapelili. And there was quite some good battles up front as well. So, I don't know, I've just seen something on Twitter on the reaction when Paul got his first pole in a while. I might watch that back actually because, yeah, that's a good one. That'll be a good one. So I can't wait to watch that. But anyway, Chapelili leads the championship. And thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Don't forget we got ILR Xbox at 7:30, and then we've got the PS4 tiers for ILRs 1, 2 and 3 and ILR Americas on Sunday. So if you want some more British action, don't forget to check it out then at those times. I've been Jess Games 95. Have a good evening, everybody. I'm about to go die because my nose is starting to fall off because I'm starting to get a runny nose. But there we go. And I shall see you for ILR5 next Thursday at 8 PM as the drivers will be at the German Grand Prix at Hockenheim. A good race to commentate at. I'm not looking forward to racing out in ILR7 because I bet you I'm going to be horrible. But anyway, have a good evening and good night.